my goodness, it is time to start thinking about Valentine's Day. For nearly 70 years, millions of Valentine cards have come through Loveland, Colorado, to get a stamp from Cupid before arriving in someone's sweet mailbox. Mindy McLuhan, David Rupert, and Joan Williams join me right now from the Sweetheart City with everything you need to know if you want that important stamp this year. Nice to see all of you. You look wonderful. So, Mindy, the Valentine's Remailing Program, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, the Valentine Remailing Program, known as the Sweetheart City, is the largest of its kind. And for the first 2 weeks in February, people can send their special Valentine to Loveland to be hand-stamped by our 50 volunteers by a special Valentine stamp.
So sweet.
In the past, we've covered up to 50 states and 110 different countries.
Wow. How did it all get started?
Well, it started in the early 40s by the postmaster, Mr. Ivers, as a stamping oddity. And when he didn't see that that was gaining the momentum he wanted, he actually recruited Ted Thompson, who is the Rialto Theater, or was, I'm sorry, the Rialto Theater manager and the Loveland Chamber of Commerce president. He then took it and shifted it to the Sweetheart Oddity, to which the rest is history.
Isn't that cool? So, David, tell me the process for Colorado residents to get their Valentine stamped.
Well, what you do is you buy your Valentines like you normally do.
Yes.
You address them, envelope them, make sure that they're stamped, and then you put them into another larger envelope. You send that to the postmaster in Loveland. Okay. There, the volunteers will open up the envelope. They'll take out the Valentines, and then they'll apply the special Valentine's Loveland stamp.
What does it say on it? Just Loveland?
Yeah, there's a verse on it.
Yeah, there is an actual cachet verse.
Oh, very sweet.
I'm not sure that I can read it.
Oh, that's okay. I don't want to put you on the spot. So, is there a deadline, David, that we have to get our Valentines there?
Yeah, we want if you want to get it there in time, if you're sending it to an international destination, no later than February 2nd, it has to be in Loveland. If you're sending it to a U.S. destination, February 8th. If it's a Colorado destination, February 10th. That'll give the volunteers enough time to process the Valentines and enough time for the Postal Service to deliver it.
How many Valentines do you process a year?
Yeah, it's huge, and if you see it, it just will knock your socks off. But we're expecting as many as 160,000 this year.
Correct.
So.
That's great. That's so romantic that people still spend the time to do it. That's really sweet. You just released the new Forever stamp for Valentine's Day. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It's a beautiful stamp,
oh, wow.
And it's quilling. It's based on an art form. It's a three-dimensional art form, and quilling is. We've been able to reproduce that on a stamp, so we hope that you'll buy those stamps at any post office in the U.S., put those on your Valentine, and then we can send those to loved ones around the world.
That's so pretty. It's gorgeous. Miss Joan, how are you today?
I'm fine, I think.
You look gorgeous, and I love your big heart necklace.
Thank you.
Tell me about your role in the Valentine program.
I am one of the volunteer stampers.
And what do you do?
And I help stamp a lot of the Valentines.
Okay, so you're there all day just stamping away, right?
I sure am.
And why do you like being involved in doing something like this?
Because this is a wonderful program, and I do it because of friends, family, and love.
Oh,
and
are you
fun.
A big romantic?
Yes.
You did? Have you ever stamped your Valentines there?
Yes, I have.
Oh, how sweet! Are there any Valentines that stood out to you over the years?
Yes, there has been many of them, and some of them are very creative. They do quilting. They do put ribbon on them, and
look at this one right here.
They are sent everywhere, all over the world.
This one says Big Brother Henry, Big Sister Elsie. Isn't that one cute? Gorgeous. And what are some of your favorite things about the program?
Actually, it is friends, family, and fun.
That's wonderful. What about you, Mindy?
Well, actually, just being a part of the Loveland brand and sending that brand all over the world is pretty unique. But I would have to say, being from the Loveland community, our businesses and citizens as a whole, the outpour of love for our volunteers. These volunteers sit in a room for sometimes up to 8 hours a day, hand stamping each piece of mail. And so they love to entertain them, they feed them, provide them gifts. It is so much fun for the first 2 weeks in February to get together. It's like going home and being with your grandparents.
Yes, I would say though there would be a part of me where I'd want to hold up the Valentine to the light just so I can see what people are like sending, what kind of love, XOXO. And how has it grown over the years? I mean, how are you trying to keep it to a minimum, or are people from all over sending it to you?
Well, you know, again, as I mentioned earlier, we cover 50 states and 110 different countries. And when it first started, many, many years ago, they had up to 300,000 pieces of mail that came through. But as time progressed, we went to e-grams and the e-vites and things of that nature. People got away from actually purchasing a Valentine and actually sending it out. So last year we had somewhere between 160 and 180,000. And with this being the 70th year, we're hoping to increase those numbers significantly.
Yeah, let's do more. Let's do more. David, how does Loveland's remailing program compare to others in the nation?
Well, you know, there's other places. There's like Romeo, New York, and Valentine's, Nebraska. They try to replicate this, but they don't hold a candle. The Sweetheart City is the champ.
Yeah, it says love. Love in the city, Loveland.
Yeah, there's nothing better than that. Nobody even comes close, and they're going to continue that queen and king of romance for years to come.
Oh, and when does it start?
We actually officially kick off February the 1st stamping, and we will stamp till the very last Valentine comes through the office.
And Joni, again, how long have you been stamping?
23 wonderful years.
Oh, so every year you spend how many hours there a day, you think?
Oh, 4 to 8, just depends.
So sweet.
We have to get them out.
Have you made a lot of fun friends over the years stamping?
Yes, and I'm kind of an entertainer.
You are.
And I like to make people laugh, and I like friendship.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Well, I already like you. I can tell. You're just adorable. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
you all. You've done such a wonderful job. And again, send your pre-addressed, pre-stamped Valentine in an enclosed, larger first-class envelope to our nation's sweetheart city. The address you need to use is on the screen, and make sure it's addressed to Postmaster, Attention Valentines, 446 East 29th Street, Loveland, Colorado. The zip is 80538-9998. To ensure Valentine's Day delivery, keep these deadlines in mind, okay? All foreign mail must be received by February 2nd. U.S. mail must be received by February 8th. And all Colorado mail must be received by February 10th. For more information, go to their website, loveland.org/Valentine program. Also,